Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time slipping through my fingers.
Joined by an actress, Vanity Fair calls part of the new wave of stars set to take over Hollywood. And once you see Mamma Mia, you'll know why. Take a look.
Honey, honey, how he thrills me. Honey, honey. Honey, honey, nearly kills me. Honey, honey. I heard about him before. I wanted to know some more. And now I know what they mean. He's a love machine. Oh, he makes me dizzy.
Adorable. Please welcome Seyfried.
Sorry, I'm sitting down now. It's okay. My name has never been right. It's fine. It's however you want to say it.
I love how Mama just sat you down here.
Sorry, I know. I'm so excited.
This is your second talk show in your whole life, right?
Well, no, not. I mean, I didn't. Did I do one? No. Today's show this morning. 3 minutes.
That's it.
But you're familiar with this building, right?
Yes, I am, actually.
Amanda was a star on All My Children when she was 17 years old.
Yeah. And you know what, Amanda, it's so funny because most people say getting fired was a bad thing, but this was a good thing for you. You got fired from All My Children, then you got cast playing Mean Girls, where you were one of the Dissy girls, and your breasts could predict the weather.
Yeah.
Tell us.
How'd that change?
I gotta say, I have to tell you this. I got fired, and it was awful, and I thought it was the end of my career, basically, because I was so negative at that point. And the way I found out was the boyfriend that I had on the show was also a long-term boyfriend that I had, my first boyfriend, and he told me, he's like, I got fired, and I left from wherever I was. I got on the subway, I was crying, people were asking me what was wrong, and then I got back to his house, and he was still crying. 10 minutes later, he's like, guess what? You got fired too. I was like, why did you tell me? I was like, my life is over. No, it was amazing. And then, but a month later, like, everything turned around, and you know, my life just became.
So it was a good thing.
Amazing. It was a good thing. Yeah.
Have you been fired, Meryl? You must have been fired once or twice. Huh? No.
No, not yet.
No.
One of the sweet things is that there's a very, I mean, I know it's a movie, but a very sweet and genuine relationship between Mama and daughter in this. And I just want, when you came out, Mama, Meryl said, okay, sit down, you know, that's it. Was she like that? I mean, you just met her. Was she like that in the film?
Anyway, you're very much of a mother, and it's like the maternal instinct that you have is incredible. I've seen it with your daughters. And yeah, I had a lot of that, but I also had a lot of, like, we were co-stars as well, so it was kind of both the best, you know.
Yeah. She's a lot like several of my group. Yeah.
So I just said to you, how would you feel if one of your daughters got married and your daughter is 23 and you said to me, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
You know, they do get married,
I
Meryl.
know.
You know, Amanda is making another film, with one of the guys who played the dad, one of the dads, and you're playing his lover.
Stellan, yeah.
Ew.
Absolutely.
What's up with that?
Absolutely no kissing scenes, nothing further than just, you know. It's horrible. I trust
Mamma Mia.
I know. I knew it was going to be in the film, but I didn't know exactly what it was going to be like. It was fun.
And then you did fun guy. Didn't you just do? You just did a film too with, was it called Alpha Dog with Justin Timberlake, and then there were all those rumors swirling around the tabloids that you guys were dating.
Rumor that we went to a club together.
Yes.
I don't go to clubs. And I haven't seen him since the movie.
I mean,
but I thought it was awesome. You're linked to the sex symbol. I just thought that was.
So you liked being able to read about it.
That's not my life. I love that.
Amanda, you started singing when you were 11 years old, and we got a lot of actresses out here who now they have made pop albums. So you don't want to do any of that? You don't want to be a singer and an actress?
I think my focus is acting. I think that's just the path I'm on. It would get complicated, I think, if I went in that direction, because how serious will I be taken as an actress? And there's all those...
Exhibit A right here.
No, but she's got a great pop. Yes, yes.
What did you? I don't want to embarrass Meryl. What did you learn from Meryl during this film with her?
I learned a lot about how to be the most professional, the most efficient. You separate your life and your real life and your job. And it's hard for me at a young age, and I'm going to this movie, I couldn't separate. I became best friends with everybody on the film, and I couldn't go home because I was on location, and you had your family there. And it's really, I went to my next job with Diablo Cody with everything that I saw from you, I observed from you in mind. And I feel like it just makes things go so smoothly. You're respected, people enjoy working with you, and you actually kind of paint, pave the way for a really good experience. Isn't that true?
Yeah, she's not a
you're like, it's what I learned, but thank God.
You have, in your own life, you have separated your life, a marriage, 4 children, the career. You have sort of, they don't,
Oh, there's bleed, believe me. They're because, Mamie's an actress, and my son is a musician, and I worry about them in this business. But yeah, it's I've kept it. One thing I learned very early on is that when you're famous, you lose your rights to privacy, and if you promote your children, if you have them photographed, so do they lose their rights. But if you do not have them photographed and sell them to OK whatever these things are, they have the right to retain their, rights that you all have, like privacy and citizen. People can't follow you into the restroom. They can follow me, take a picture, whatever they want to do. But my kids, no.
So the actor throws the gauntlet down and decides whether they should be photographed for the rest of their lives.
They decide for their children.
Interesting. I never knew that.
You choose it. You can say to them, "Don't do it," and you do it with your
They are more kids everywhere.
aggressive. But in the olden days, when I was working around Meryl, we could actually say, "Not the kids."
Not the kids.
And they respected that.
I did it too.
That was a nice
Well, that was the younger days.
Follow them on. Pierce told me that in Malibu, where his family lives, they're in packs. They follow kids on the beach.
They sit on the beach waiting
for
the
little
swell.
ones. It's not right.
Amanda worked with Lindsay Lohan, and she's one of those people that they follow, and it probably hurts her, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, at that age, she was 18 when it all started for her. I felt like she was just... Because she was so completely vulnerable. She wasn't. It was very new to her, and she kind of couldn't get out of it. But
thank goodness you learned. You're sticking with Meryl. You're learning.
It's like, how lucky am I to have seen what
you're learning
true...
so much great stuff.
Yeah.
Meryl and Amanda, thank you. The movie it brought so much joy to so many people, and you guys are going to get that joy. Thanks to Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried. Mamma Mia! You got to go see it. Opens nationwide today, and everybody in the audience is taking home the soundtrack from the movie. We'll be right back.